You are now watching Fourth and Inches.
I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him. I don't talk to them boys that sat on them benches, boy. I was in the game on 4 inches. Coach put me in the game on 4 inches. Put me in the game on 4 inches. Coach put me in the game on 4 inches. And I'ma lead them boys at the line of scrimmage.
All right, y'all, man. Welcome to Fourth and Inches. It's your boy Nick, man. I'm here with my boy Dreek.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, man. We've been gone for a couple weeks because life be lifing. And so quick recap, man. I ain't gonna say recap, man. Quick update. How do you feel about Alabama going into week 5 of the NCAA football season?
Man, I feel like we starting to gel together and become the team that I figured we would already be off rip. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, it's taking us a while to get it together. But I do feel like we improving. Nah, against Texas A&M, I don't know, man. It's gonna be a good test. This we finna find out again what we made of, whether we made any progress or if the last couple of weeks been flukes. But I feel good going into the game. I think it's gonna be a good one. I'm excited.
Yeah, man. Speaking of that Texas A&M game, Alabama ranked number 11 is on the road at unranked right now. Texas A&M, Alabama is a 1.5 point favorite. I can't lie, man. I was surprised by that line being so close.
Yeah,
So
but I guess
but
they looking at it like basically either team win, it won't be considered an upset because it's dang near even. You know what I'm saying? 1.5 point. That's about unheard of. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
facts.
yeah. They usually at least give you a field goal, give you 3 points, but this 1.5, so they really feeling like it can go either way, which I feel the same way. I feel like it can go either way, but I'm hoping it go my way.
So man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been going back and forth on this a lot. I'm like you. I feel like it can go either way too. But I'm picking A&M, man. I'm picking A&M in the upset. You know, mainly because I like their quarterback play. I like the receivers that they have, and I like the matchup against Alabama. Um, the thing that makes me real nervous though about picking A&M is if Tommy Reese is smart enough to stick with the run game and kind of wear their A&M defense down, cause their strongest point is up front. So if you could wear that D line down a little bit and you start making your yardage in the run game, and then
Yeah,
you can hit them with the play action, like that's the way to do it. And Alabama can do it. They have the weapons to do it. It's just all a matter of can they consistently do it against a good team, versus a team that I don't think is as good.
yeah. I mean, it's about like the same thing Florida State did to LSU. You got to grind it out. You know what I'm saying? Couple yards here, a couple yards there, but that second half, LSU front was hold down. The boys ran all over them. So, yeah, I feel like if we can do that, then yeah, we'll be good. But I also feel like with Jalen Miro, man, I don't know what version of him I'm gonna get because some weeks he look good, some weeks he look like we need to goddamn pull him on up out of there because so they can pretty much force us to being one dimensional. You know what I'm saying? I feel like where if they can force us to become one dimensional, and that one dimension they're gonna try to force us to, it's gonna be passing the ball. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you, Alabama fan or not. I don't know if we're gonna be able to beat them. I don't know if Jalen Miro gonna be able to beat them with his arm. What I'm trying to say.
I mean, I
Yeah,
feel
if
what
they
you're trying to
if
say.
they take away the passing, and we ain't really got a passing game, so if they trying to take away that, but letting us eat with the run, this is gonna be a long night for them boys.
I mean, I feel what you're trying to say, but I hate to be the one to tell you this. It don't matter if all you got to do, if all they letting you do is sit in the pocket and throw the ball. He's still your best option. You don't have no
Yeah,
other
he
option,
is.
you
He
know.
is.
Unless the freshman gonna come in and play.
Nah,
The
I will
freshman
say this
talented.
now. I'm gonna say this: if they gonna let him sit back in that pocket, we do got a better option with throwing the ball, and that would be the backup quarterback, Ty
No,
Simpson. He a
no,
better passer. Yeah, go check him out.
I
I'm
disagree.
telling you this from a fan standpoint who really in tune with Alabama. He is a better ball distributor. It's just if rather he got the time to sit back there now. Now if you talking about they letting him sit in the pocket for a couple seconds and then they putting pressure on him, then yeah, Miro gonna be our best bet because when that pressure comes, he can get up out of there. Ty Simpson, he can move, but not like Miro. But if he got time, then yeah. I put my money on Ty Simpson all day over Jalen Miro. If you talking about who got time in the pocket to distribute the ball, I'm gonna go with Ty Simpson.
I put my money on the freshman Lonergan
Yeah,
before either of the two backups.
I ain't even seen him in no game, so I
He,
can't
he,
say I got.
he ain't gonna play. He ain't gonna play for Alabama this year because they just not gonna do that. Because
I
they
don't
got
know.
Ty Simpson.
I feel like he might get in if it comes to a third quarterback getting in. I feel like he gonna get in before Buckner, cause Buckner that was just a disaster.
I don't.
So he got a chance.
I don't think he gonna get in. Just for the simple fact that they brought Buckner in there. Buckner is really y'all number two quarterback. I don't care what they talking about. If anything happened to Jalen Milroe, they going to Buckner first.
Nah,
Watch. Who
I
started
I
the game? Who started the South
I don't
Florida
want to
game?
find out. I don't want to find out because
Who
that means we lose Jalen Miro.
who
But
started the South Florida game though?
Buckner did, and that's
Man,
when he lost his second QB. Now he third.
let's be honest. He
That's
should have
why.
never been there.
That's listen. That's why last week when we played Mississippi State, when they did pull Jalen Miro, they put Ty Simpson in.
That is interesting. I didn't know that.
But yeah, they put Ty Simpson in. Buckner didn't touch the field against Mississippi State.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. I hadn't quit watching the game by then.
Well, yeah. Well, take it from me. I watched it. They put Ty Simpson in, and Buckner never seen the field besides standing over there looking.
Hey, you might be right then. But
I
anyway,
am.
let's let,
Trust me.
let, let's move on, man. There's too much Alabama talk already. So moving on
So
to some real games. Uh,
that is a real game. That might be the realest game of the weekend.
hey, it really might. Like for real, it really might. It's definitely the closest spread that I got wrote down over here that we don't talk about.
Yeah.
Well, moving on, man. The Texas State fell. Red River Shootout. Number 12, Oklahoma. Number 3, Texas. In Dallas, in the middle of the state fair. Man, you can go get funnel cake at halftime. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
I ain't know it either, man. Josh Pate taught me something different. Taught me something new, man. But Texas is a 6.5 point favorite. Oklahoma has been looking good. Dylan Gabriel done found himself in the Oklahoma offense. The defense is looking a lot better, than it was last year. Who you got, man? I'm gonna let you pick first.
I got Texas, man. I feel like I said off the record, I feel like Texas is really the most complete team right now. I hadn't watched a lot of Oklahoma film, but I ain't really got no faith in their defense still. Um, I feel like Texas, they done been tested a few times. They played better competition. Uh, I feel like they real confident. You know what I'm saying? They undefeated. They beat Alabama, so they feeling themselves right now. They trying to go undefeated. I feel like they gonna want it more than Oklahoma is, and I feel like they gonna come away with the win.
I feel like Oklahoma's in the same place that Texas was in at this point last year. And what I mean by that is they got a quarterback that's a blue chipper. Everybody know he's the truth. You got a defense that's improving, but it ain't quite where you want it to be. You got an offense that's improving, but again, ain't quite where you want it to be. Now Texas blew them people out last year by like 40 something. So
Damn.
I don't see that happening again. But I do see, Texas winning probably by two scores, 10 points,
Yeah.
14,
Yeah.
something like that. Because now I'm gonna say the same thing about Texas and Florida State all year, bro. There's no secondary in America that I feel like can just match up with their receivers across the board. Like, I don't see it happening. Matter of fact, let me address something. I said that earlier. in this year, and somebody asked me why I didn't include Ohio State in that. They got Marvin Harrison Jr., Emeka Ibuka, Julian Fleming, all them people. And I was like, cause I don't believe that. I've seen Marvin Harrison Jr. get shut down before.
Man, listen, against Notre Dame, they all that got shut down.
I'm talking about Notre Dame put a corner on Marvin Harrison Jr., a corner on Emeka Ibuka, and you didn't know either one of them was on the field.
Exactly. They
Like,
shut all that down. So
come on, man.
it's not been proven that they wide receiver core ain't they good, but they can be stopped.
Right. I ain't seen nobody shut down Xavier Worthy, A.D. Mitchell, all them dudes. You might shut down one, you're not gonna shut down all of them.
Yeah.
You just not like. Don't get me wrong. Julian Fleming had a decent game against Notre Dame. He had probably close to 100 yards receiving on like 10 catches or something like that. That sound like, oh man, he got off then. No, they was letting him get off. That's what they were giving him. They were giving him in a slot because he's not a difference maker like that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, it is what it is, dog. It
Pretty
is
much.
what it is. You know what I mean? You got a team like Florida State. They got Johnny Wilson at 6'7". Jaheim Bell is like 6'2", 6'3", 230, running back, tight end, fullback, receiver, part-time quarterback. He Debo Samuels in college, like he
Do it
like
all.
yeah, like he like Brock Bowers for them. He ain't quite as fast as Brock Bowers, but they move him around everywhere. Like they can line that man up at running back and give him a toss sweep, like legit. And ain't
Dang.
neither one of them the best player. The best player is Keon Coleman. That's 6'4", 220, jump out the gym. You know what I'm saying? And he physical. He looked like a T.O. out there. He looked more like Brandon Marshall than T.O. though. Like, if you remember how
Like
Brandon Marshall
DJ
was as a
like
player.
DJ Metcalf.
Huh?
Like a DJ Metcalf.
No, he ain't nowhere near that big. Like DJ Metcalf is insanely big. DJ
Yeah.
Metcalf like
He used
240.
he used
Hey,
and he can fly.
yeah, he ain't quite that big, but he physical though. That's why I say Brandon Marshall, cause like he 220, but his 220 don't look like T.O. Like T.O. look like a defensive end playing receiver. Like Keon Coleman look like a real receiver, but he big for a receiver.
Yeah.
He got like a Larry Fitzgerald type build. You know what I mean? Like he big, but he ain't quite as he don't look as big as you think he is.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But he really like that though. And
Yeah,
he
he is. Now he nice.
nice.
I ain't gonna lie. Now he nice.
Yeah, man. So like I don't see nobody secondary, like I say, just shutting down they whole receiving core. I just don't see it. Not one on one. Oh, I got him, you got him. No, not happening. Not happening at all.
Yeah, I don't see it. Though I say, yeah, I feel like Texas gonna come away with the win.
All right, we got one that's kind of gonna go under the radar a little bit. Number 10, Notre Dame on the road at number 25, Louisville. Now Notre Dame is favored by 6.5. They coming off of back-to-back weeks of last-minute games. They lost to Ohio State in the last second. Then they won at Duke in the last second. So they've been on an emotional roller coaster. Now they on the road again at Louisville. Could be the same way, but I don't think so. I think Notre Dame gonna beat these four by 2 scores at least.
Yeah, yeah, I feel the same way, man. I feel like Notre Dame gonna come in there, do what they gotta do, and put hands and feet on them, boy.
Facts. Like, don't get me wrong, Louisville is a decent team. I ain't got nothing negative to say at all. I just don't think they're ready yet. You know, this is man, I don't want to say the man name wrong. I want to say it's Satterfield. Satterfield. He was the coach at App State. He not at Louisville. This is his first year at Louisville. I want to say it's Satterfield though. But
I don't even know.
But yeah, like I said, he was at App State though. He came over from App State to Louisville this year. So I feel like you give him, next year, the year after, for him to really get his system in, get everything gel like it's supposed to be,
Yeah,
and we'll have a different conversation. Cause like I said, they only a 6.5 point underdog right now. So they coming. I don't think they're a finished product yet. That's all I'm saying.
yeah. I don't think this that year, man.
All right, moving on. Number 23, LSU on the road at undefeated, nationally ranked number 21, the Missouri Tigers. LSU is a 5.5 point favorite in this game. Do you like LSU over Mizzou?
Yeah, I do. I feel like. Well, then again, man, I don't know, man. I feel like this game can go either way because Mizzou ain't never been, and this well, I ain't gonna say they ain't never been because they don't won the East before, but it's been years since they had a team that was doing this well. I could say the stage might be too big for them, but then again, I could say, because this is kind of a statement game for them. They beat LSU, then maybe people really start to take them serious. Because even though they ranked and undefeated, nobody really still taking Mizzou serious like that for real. But if they beat LSU, I feel like they'll put the college football world on notice and start generating some buzz. So it's kind of a statement game.
I definitely agree with you on that. They kind of piqued my interest when they beat Kansas State earlier this year, though. It's on a 61-yard walk-off field goal at that, and was like, okay,
Uh,
but Mizzou done beat a ranked team, Big 12 team. It ain't
yeah,
the SEC, but hey, man, they won the Big 12 last year. They one of the favorites to win it again this year. Maybe Mizzou is serious, or maybe they just caught Kansas State slipping. It was like the Texas and Alabama game. I think it was week 2 of the season. Like,
yeah.
let's see how it go. But now here we are, and they 5-0, I believe it is, and they got LSU at home. Man, I'm taking Mizzou in the upset. I'm
Mano
taking,
Imano, Tiger the Tiger.
I'm taking
I
Mizzou
don't
in the
know, man,
upset.
cause like I say, Mizzou, they ain't had a team like this in a while. I mean, they played Georgia good last year. I feel like if they could play LSU with the same intensity that they played Georgia, cause they played their heart out against Georgia last year. If they play that same
Absolutely.
way, then they just might beat LSU. It's just LSU. Their defense is kind of. I want to say actually their defense is like near the bottom of the FBS, not just the SEC, but near the bottom of the FBS.
It's
Uh,
definitely not good right now.
yeah, it ain't. So I don't know what Mizzou offense looking like. I think they got a good running back, but
I'll tell you what Mizzou offense look like. Mizzou offense looks like one of the best quarterbacks in the SEC in Brady Cook.
yeah,
Probably
that's
the singular best receiver. Like, for real. He probably the best just singular receiver in the entire SEC. And he only a sophomore, dude named Luther Burton. And they got a decent running back. And Eli Drinkowitz is a nerd. Like Mike McDaniels from the Dolphins or
yeah.
Sean McVay. Like, he gonna get his
Man,
man
I,
open.
I feel like if Mizzou can, I ain't even gonna say stop LSU because LSU can put up points. If they can kind of slow LSU down and they can move the ball on LSU defense, which they should be able to, I feel like Mizzou can pull it out too.
They definitely can. I'm taking them in the upset, man. I feel like I'm picking a lot of upsets this week.
Yeah, I see that.
Man, it's been like this all year though. If we being real, like if you take the favorites in
Yeah,
every game,
everybody has looked
beatable.
beatable. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to describe it. Everybody has looked beatable.
Speaking of a beatable team, Kentucky ran for a mile against Florida last week. This
Man,
week, they on the road at the number one UGA. UGA is a 15-point favorite. UGA just had issues against Auburn. They gave up 200 yards rushing. Uh,
which is, hadn't gave that up since 2018. They say.
exactly. 2018 since the team rushed for 200 yards on them.
Yeah,
Um, Kentucky running back had 200 yards at halftime last week. I want to say he finished with 280, Mr. Ray Davis.
Well, 280, boy. That's a lot of yard rushing in
Hey
one game.
man, that man run all over Florida so bad he was tired in the third quarter. Like you could see him just going down on some runs. Man, I'm tired. Man, get
Yeah.
somebody else in here.
Dang. I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna give Georgia the edge because they home, but I do feel like Kentucky gonna cover the spread.
Mm,
I like Kentucky to cover. I like Georgia to win.
that's a safe bet every year when Georgia play Kentucky. Because if you followed it, probably since I'm gonna say since Kirby Smart been there, that I can remember. Like, I had to go back and check when Mark Richt was there. Cause Mark Richt and them, they'll put up points on everybody. When they listen, Aaron Murray there, Hudson Mason, they putting up points on everybody. I don't care who he is. But see,
Yeah.
Kirby and them,
Well,
Kirby,
except, when you say put up points, you mean just scoring, or you mean like they running it up?
no, I mean just like they just gonna score points. Like what he's not gonna do, he not gonna run the score up just to run the score. He not gonna do that. But he also not gonna score 24 points and say, all right, we just gonna sit on the ball for the next 2.5 quarters.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, but I've seen Kirby do that against Kentucky multiple times. I watched him do it against Tennessee last year, and it's like, why you keep doing that? You gonna do that, and we gonna lose the game. Like, for example, one of the games against Alabama, we had a lead, and I felt like he sat on it in the third quarter and let Alabama come back and win the game. And it's like you cannot do that. You can't do
Yeah.
it because good teams gonna come back on you.
I'm tell you to me what I'm gonna be looking for in this game. What this was gonna be the tell all for me. It's gonna be if Kentucky defense can slow down Georgia offense, and which Georgia offense ain't even been putting up the numbers that they was putting up last year and the year before. But at the
You'll be
same time,
surprised.
ain't nobody really stopped them either. You know what I'm saying? Like they putting up at least 25, 27, 30 points. You know what I'm saying? If they can hold Georgia to 21 to 24, they might got a chance.
So to me, in my opinion, I feel like the game plan against Kentucky should be real simple. On defense, you hit them in the mouth. Period. Because if you don't, they gonna rush for 200 yards in the first half, like they did Florida. On offense, I like what we are doing on offense as far as play calling go. What I don't like is, and it's kind of a nitpick, but it's like it's the same thing a lot of people complain about with Stetson Bennett, except it's all on the other end of the spectrum. Like people would say Stetson Bennett will put the ball in harm's way, like he throw passes that could be picked off by trying to throw the deep shot too much.
Yeah,
What Carson Beck is, I'm not finna put the ball in harm's way. I'm gonna take the check down if I feel like maybe it's a chance to get picked off. I throw it deep, and it's like, bro, no, you cannot play football scared. And I ain't even saying he's scared. I'm saying,
trying to play too careful. Too
yeah,
too.
like he playing like Tom Brady when Tom Brady was in New England. You know what I mean? He was gonna miss to check the ball down, not gonna take too many risks. And like, don't get me wrong, there's winning football, but it's gonna be times where your receiver is 1-on-1, the corner gonna be right there with him, and you just gotta say, "F it, man. I'm gonna trust my receiver and I'm gonna throw it."
Yeah, got to give
Yeah,
him a chance.
you know what I mean? Like it's so many plays like that with Stetson Bennett, the AD Mitchell, or Marcus Rosemy-Jacksaint, or even Jake Fromm with Javon Williams and Lawrence Cager, George Pickens. Like those plays only happen if you give your receiver the opportunity to make the play. Like, and you gotta trust your receiver and just say, "I'm gonna give him a chance and I'm gonna throw it."
Yeah,
So I feel
I
like if
know.
they can get that message through to him this week, I believe Georgia can beat Kentucky by 3 scores or more. Because I don't see Kentucky running the ball on Georgia's defense the way they ran it on Florida's defense.
They might not. I can't see them running it like that now. I don't see they running back having 200 and dang near 280 yards on y'all. But the way Auburn ran the ball, they ran it for 200 yards on y'all. Kentucky might if they running back and get 110, 120 rushing yards on y'all, then y'all don't know. Y'all might lose that game.
I don't think
Because
they
in
can
order
though.
for them to do that, for one, in order for them to do that, they're gonna have to hold on to the ball and play keep away so they can keep running the ball. You know what I'm saying? Then with these new clock rules, it's just the time gonna be against y'all. They holding the ball, so it could be a long day for y'all.
That's true.
And
Now
if
it,
that
it
put
can
y'all,
absolutely.
if that put y'all in a predicament that Carson Beck got to step back there and just try to hurry up and throw the ball around real fast, that might force him into some mistakes like he did at Auburn, but they couldn't really capitalize on.
I absolutely agree with you on that. And if they can't stop the run, it's gonna be a long day. Like, period. It's gonna be a long day.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I'm gonna give you 3 names to keep an eye on this Saturday though for Georgia defense. Warren Brinson, number 97, defensive tackle from Savannah. Christian Miller, number 52, another defensive tackle. He from Cedar Grove. He a sophomore. Warren Brinson a senior. And a freshman, Jordan Hall, number 44. I feel like with this type of game, see, everybody know to look for Nazir Stackhouse and Tramel Walter. Everybody know to look for them. But them three right there, I feel like it's an opportunity for one, if not all three of those guys to really shine. Because it's like this the game that you've been waiting for. They gonna run the ball right at you.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta go look for the ball. You ain't gotta go chase nobody. Nah, they gonna come hat to hat, man to man, try to put you on your back. What you gonna do about it?
Yeah. It's gonna be, I feel like it's gonna be a good game, man. It's like I say, I picked Georgia to win and Kentucky to cover. Only because y'all the home team. If y'all had to go to Kentucky, oh yeah, I'll pick Kentucky in the upset.
Matter of fact, I give you 2 more names to add to that list. Two true freshmen anyway, because again, we all know about the upperclassmen, but a true freshman, Ja Jarrett, number 55, big defensive tackle. He supposed to be the next Jordan Davis. You know, I don't know if he's quick as Jordan Davis, but he's 6'5", 350. And
Yeah.
freshman linebacker, 33, C.J. Allen. He been getting more playing time in every game. And the boy show up with bad intentions, man. They compare him to Roquan Smith. If they tell you anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be one to watch.
Most definitely, man. If you like old school football, get your popcorn ready, man. We finna knock some folks around.
All right, Lane Kiffin.
Nah. Like if it ain't believe it, he hit nothing in his life. Man, Lane Kiffin ain't trying to hit nothing but a 40-yard bomb on somebody.
Yeah, you gonna try to do that now?
All right, man. Anything else you want to say before we sign off here for the night?
Oh man, that's pretty much it.
Hey, man, not even a roll tide?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get that in when we can do our closing remarks. But
Oh, this is closing remarks, my guy.
yeah, roll tide. That's it.
But I thought you had done gave up on the tide already, man. Look, man, funny man.
Never that.
Hey, man, funny man, we're finna do a whole video just on you, man.
You can't pay me enough to give up on them.
I'm sorry to hear that. You know, sorry to hear that.
When the clock struck 0-0 against Texas, I still had faith in the boy.
Hey, man, when Nick Saban retired, y'all gonna hire Dennis Franchione again.
Nah,
Yeah, yeah.
maybe
Gotta
Lane.
go. No, Lane ain't coming. It's over with.
Maybe Lane.
It's over with. On a serious note, y'all need to be trying to get Glenn Schumann. I mean, he from Alabama. He grew up in Alabama, Alabama fan. He coached there as a GA. You know, he the defense coordinator at Georgia right now. If it was me, if I was y'all, that's what I'd be looking at. But you know, you never know. You never know.
You never know.
Yeah, I mean, y'all might hire Brian Harson.
Nah, we don't want nothing from Auburn. Once you coach at Auburn, you just vacated your any chance that you ever had to coach at Alabama. You just killed.
Boy, stop. Y'all would have took Pat Dye in a heartbeat. You tripping.
I'm just playing. Well, we got Kevin Steele right now. as a coordinator.
Man, Kevin still don't count though. He done been at every SEC team at some point doing something. I was talking about, but he missed the SEC.
Yeah.
But all right, man, we gonna sign this thing out, man. Go dog.
Roll Tide.
I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him. I don't talk to them boys that sat on the benches, boy. I was in the game on 4th inches. Coach put me in the game on 4th inches. Put me in the game on 4th inches. Coach put me in the game on 4th inches. And I'ma lead them boys at the line.